Well, new year, new trailer. Welcome to our commentary of the latest trailer for the Final Fantasy VII remake that is not coming out in March now. It's April.
I so
'Cause,
called
well,
its delay.
Mind you,
yeah,
it's not even that much, like a couple, like 2 weeks or something.
Look,
So
it's
yeah,
just part of the
two
rule. It's,
weeks.
it's it's just one of the part of the laws of nature. Okay, spring comes after winter, and a Square Enix title always gets delayed at some point.
yes, because Square Enix is the only
Yeah,
company that does it.
Nah. But they're the most famous for it because they're terrible at planning stuff out. Anyway, shall we?
mm,
With a song,
So,
actually. I
what
guess
did you
similar
wanna
to
talk
how Forrest and Plasma Machine composed.
Well,
remix
those
of
are two
Final
new actors who
15.
cannot sound like kids worth for crap.
I'm gonna be a soldier.
Mind you, I don't.
Um,
I still need
the
to watch
best
the
of the
Japanese
best.
version, but
Like
I don't
Sephiroth.
think Takahiro Sakura can do a kid's voice either. So,
Oh,
there you go.
Genova.
Well, to be fair, it's meant to be more like a teenager.
No,
Okay,
he's 12 at that point.
Okay,
Oh,
will
really?
this game
Is it really
will this
you?
game change something from the original and have Cloud carry
Are we on
ibuprofen on him
schedule?
or whatever that
Please,
happens?
Mr.
My
President,
God,
I am
Reeve is
asking
so
you
cool.
to reconsider. No, begging.
Director Twisty.
The stakes of the director's cowardice.
Also,
fills
I
the
love
room
it.
yet.
Oh,
I'm
Heidegger
sorry.
looks awesome.
Confirmed. Engaging
Also,
cooling to reduce
yeah,
temperature.
Shiroi, Scarlet is special from what we're seeing so far.
So looking forward to that slap, clap fight. Oh god.
I do not feel sorry for that guy, actually. I mean, I'm kind of envious of him.
Butter for
Also
your
tea.
tea.
Welcome to the
Do you like butter in your tea, Shiroi?
True beauty is an expression of the heart.
Oh my god, what have I gotten myself
Which notions
into?
of gender don't apply.
Well, there you are, guys. Cross-dressing
Sorry,
clouds in
Michael
the game.
Fassbender is the only
Not even
yeah.
one.
He's even got a nice
But
dainty
you're
walk
so
to go with it.
pretty.
Today's right to be is.
Today's?
Pathetic. Which one of you?
Hal is so not into this.
He ain't even trying the girly voice.
Well, aren't we?
Well, maybe it'll probably be a
You know.
And look at that, this new original character seems to have a history with our beloved Cloud Strife.
The hell is it?
And yay, Red 13!
Oh, he looks
After
so
all those-
good.
After all those years
Fucking
of saying
managed
you
to
can't,
render this.
yeah, because apparently they couldn't render it properly before when they did the stuff involving Seven, so...
Also,
A touch
I love how
really
this scene is edited. It looks like almost Cloud is about to hit the Red 13, but it's another scene instead.
Very good.
Hi,
The
Hojo.
hypothesis
Hojo,
proved
is that
correct.
what you're doing all these
I can
days?
only hope you will
Peeping other
continue
people
not
in the
to
cameras and
disappoint.
stuff?
It's
That's
all
your-
part of the
Are you
plan.
surprised?
No, not
He's
really.
the bad guy, of course he is.
So, how about a battle remix?
The boss, a remix from the boss speed specific. Also, the heli gunner is not fought on the elevator. Mind you, I also revived that. Mind you, I could see that coming because the elevator boss fight is
We're here to rescue
tricky,
Eric.
potentially
Oh
very
god, the
dangerous.
stairs, they're back!
What we're gonna get.
Yeah, I hear.
I wonder if you still have the choice to go either direct or not.
Probably. Maybe this
Okay,
time
one
you'll
thing
actually get a reward.
One thing I'm hoping for is when you get to the
I
level
know
where
these
you have
people,
to,
and I know they're never gonna let
when you're
her
in the
go.
building, you have to climb up
She's the
all the
last
stairs.
living
with
ancient
the
Well, they
music.
did show
They,
this-
they,
Think
they,
about what
they
that
changed up
means
the
to
music a little bit,
scientists.
because I think it got a bit repetitive
This is
The source
the original.
of everything.
And also a Genova
Genova.
body boss fight.
Very
Wonder when this actually
interesting.
happens.
It looked like you were fighting a really heavily mutated form of Dr. Octopus.
This is actually the hardware gunner instead, which I think, considering environment
Oh,
is on the
motorcycle
bottom floor of
chase.
machine right too.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
The
Yeah,
Shinra
Eric would be a
Electric
great
Power
asset.
Company isn't the real enemy.
Well,
Always
for
I
this
promise you.
For
There's
this
a
part
much bigger
first,
threat.
yeah.
I just want to do
Oh,
everything in my
yeah, I still
power.
understand.
Good luck with that, Era.
What Ghost thing
And
is.
the planet.
So yeah, because again, the Maxime I think notes mention it still, and I can agree with him. I honestly think there hasn't been a single bad trailer for this remake so far. It's kind of astounding.
I will give them credit on that. Yes, they.
Well, I
And the
mean, it's
wor-
their main, it's one of, it's their, well, at least their Japanese side's biggest game this year, so they kind of have to get it right.
Mhm.
And this is
But,
just part one of the whole remake, apparently.
But yeah, again, this trailer pretty much has it for everyone, not just the potential newcomers, but again, people like me or Pedro or Jova who has played the game in the past, or people like me who actually literally grew up with it, there's the new stuff, at least for me, seem to be giving a bit of a mystery into it. I know that Nomura and the others did mention some tidbits here in their interview, but I still want to know what stuff like what the deal is with those black ghost figures. It's like the smoke ghost from Lost.
It really is a wonder, though. So they said that this whole first part game is going to span basically across Midgar. So
again, Nomura already confirmed that the final boss is not Motorball, which again makes, I mentioned this on Gematsu, it doesn't make sense because of, anticlimacy. It's not a bad boss fight, mind you, but to be the final boss of part one,
I can't help
not really.
I can't help but wonder if they're gonna pull a Resident Evil kind of remake and change stuff up a bit majorly. Like, well, for one thing,
the cutscene that we just saw at the end, Jova, the one where they see the black ghosts surrounding the Shira HQ, that's them at the end of a high road after the motorcycle chase. So I really do wonder if after that there is an extra bit where something happens, there's the real final boss, and then the team decides to nope out of Midgar.
Also, another thing I noticed that was different was that the other characters actually seem to react when Sephiroth is there, unless that's just a hidden part of Cloud's hallucinations.
Mind you, now that I remember correctly, the first official time in the original game where the Sephiroth hallucination, which is Genova using the body, shows up is in the cargo ship, and even the other noticed that. So it's not for now too big of a deal, but interesting mystery to see how it's unwrapped.
One thing that I'm hoping for that other remakes have had recently is that you could switch between the newer soundtrack and the original one.
That would be nice.
Like how Spyro and the Crash Team Racing remakes had. And Pokemon Dark Gold and Soul Silver.
And the Final Fantasy X HD collection.
I do wonder...
The PS4 one.
I do wonder, what if the final boss fight of this game is actually going to be an illusion of Sephiroth, if only to help...
Mind you, Jova, it could easily be that Genova boss fight, because Square Enix is ostensibly just spoiling the shit out of things in their trailers, so I wouldn't be too surprised if it's that.
Could be that.
Mind you, it could still be a replacement for that experiment boss fight you do right after meeting Red 13. Again, only speculation so far.
Hell, for all we know, maybe it's Yozora. Played by Zach Martin from Zack and Cody. No, seriously, look that up. He's actually voiced by him.
Yes, I know. But anyway, still. Alright, Shiri, I'm actually curious about this. What do you think of the Honeybee in sequence so far?
It's pretty.
And it's helping Cloud find his inner beauty. By the way, that dress better be a costume you can keep throughout the whole campaign.
They'll add it to Smash.
Yes, that too.
No, sorry. You're saying it wrong. Like, you should be saying, like, that awkward moment in Fire Fight Seraph. Fancy for, like, for no reason.
Listen, I repressed most of that.
But yeah, yeah, like I said, though, that better be a costume, and yeah, I agree with Shiroi. Smash, add that costume in, but yeah, that dress looks fabulous.
Again, interesting also to see, at least for me last bit, the different voice actors. I only seem to recognize Matt Mercer for President Shinra, which I sort of recognized in the previous trailer when he showed up, but everyone else, I'm not having a good hearing about recognizing them. Some of them at the very least probably are someone who I know, and I just not clicking them enough.
I'm definitely
mostly because Square Enix, aside from a few names, is employing mostly TV show actors as voice actors for this one. They're going the Kingdom Hearts route of them in some guest star power.
I am still very saddened that we lost George Newbern as Sephiroth.
Well, Jova, it's still another Superman, so no real loss.
Oh, wait, hold on. They got another Superman voicing the Sephiroth?
I forgot what the name of the actor is, Jova, but he plays Superman in the Arrowverse TV series.
Wow. How fitting. How very fitting. I do wonder if that cutscene we saw with Cloud and Tifa as preteens was supposed to be, I don't know, a placeholder fine for the real kid voice actors, because...
I don't think so, Jova. Like, I think they just wanted to go with that. But whatever, who knows?
Oh well. That said, though, all the set design in this game looks wonderful. Nibelheim looks great. Sector 7 looks great. Sector 7 pre-destruction looks great. Sector 7 with everyone.
Destruction looks great.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's so nice knowing everyone's going to die in that, except for 3 people.
Like, this is the most fun trailer of the bunch, I think.
Definitely. Also, I've gone back and listened to some trailers, and the boss theme in this sounds kind of different than the boss theme heard in other trailers. So maybe there's other different versions.
That's because, without spoiling too much, since me and a bunch of other people actually know thanks through leaks, there are different variations of both the battle theme and the still more fighting boss theme sprinkled throughout the game. We don't know exactly how we will match, but we know already from one of the previous boss fight, that they showcased, for example, that the apps boss fight, the one that you fight in the server, has a variation of the normal battle theme as its boss theme. So we do wonder if how they're implemented well, considering how probably a couple of side quests at least will involve hunting mission. Maybe some stuff will be repurposed for those, stuff like that, similar to how 13 handled them. In terms of soundtrack, mind you, which reminds also to know actually now, a couple of months before release, 2 months before release, sorry, about who's the official composing team. Up until this point, we thought it was only Nobuo Uematsu, but now instead he's also accompanied by 2 people, Masashi Amazu and forgot the other guy's name,
Mitsuto Suzuki.
Thank you. Who did mostly the 13 trilogy? So it seems that Toriyama brought them here from his 13 trilogy and Mobius development. Which, sure, why not?
I mean, I liked 13 and Lightning Returns as soundtracks. So...
Besides, here they are kept on a leash more like so, and the music so far with release, at least for me, has been consistently great. So I am optimistic.
No, like I mean, I'm also did a fantastic job remixing Final Fantasy tracks in World of Final Fantasy, so he's a good remixer, if nothing else, at least.
I think this show definitely does the best job of reassuring the audience that there'll be a nice mixture of seriousness with humor. Yeah, definitely.
Just like in the original.
It seems like they're taking a lot of inspiration from the Yakuza games in terms of tone.
Let me just say this: I will be so freaking thankful if we'll finally get a Cloud who, acts like Cloud and not, how Cloud's been acting ever since Advent Children.
The Scorpion boss fight demo, the dialogue kind of suggests that at the very least. If not through visuals, at the very least, the localized script for the English version definitely gives me that vibe. So at least there will be that.
I'm so looking forward to seeing my boys say, "Let's mosey" in HD.
In 10 years, probably. But whatever, we're on
So, Dweebs, what did you think of the trailer?
Well, yeah, I enjoyed the look of it and the gameplay
and the dress.
I'm just hoping. Well, yeah.
Does that compels your wallet to instantly gravitate towards the next year's GameStop for pre-order?
Well, there's 2 things here. One, we don't have GameStop around here, at least not in physical shops. It's game. And B, well, I'm recording the game, so I'll have to, won't I?
But even more, would you say?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, then. So, we have all given our thoughts, haven't we?
Pedro, your thoughts?
Like I said, it's great. Like everything, I've loved pretty much everything that's been shown to this game so far. Like, again, like, and I know I've been saying this for years, but after Nomura and his team eventually finish this entire remake, I really would love to see if Square can give Nomura another chance at making a proper new from the ground up Final Fantasy game, because I still would have loved to see what the original versus 13 would have become.
No, don't you see, Pedro? In the middle of working on Final Fantasy 16, he'll get called away to help out on the upcoming 9 remake.
That
would be.
Well, actually, Jova, back when the 7 remake was announced, he himself said that he also was interested in doing a 6 remake.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And also, Jova, Nine's an interesting thing to say, considering it didn't have anything to do with the original 9.
Fair point, but like I said,
Anyway-
Nomura seems to be like the big head honcho guy that he seems to be
That's
Square
mostly
Enix's
because
golden
he's one
boy.
of the few original well, not original members, but one of the more key people that has remained in Square right now. But anyway, I think that's all.
Yep, we'll see you until the new game. I mean, we'll see you until the release, unless God forbid they delay it again, or they happen to release another trailer before.
Or a
Yeah.
demo, which I will be recording if it ever comes out. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.